Sit right back. I'm not going to tell you a tale, but move a little bit side to side from a sitting position. Either leg can be crossed over. In the last few days, a friend of mine's family member passed away unexpectedly. Another friend resigned from a job and is dealing with a lot of family stress. Someone else I connected with has had a lot of tragedy in his life. There's a lot going on. And one of the things that's very difficult to do is to stop. How could we possibly stop? We've got burdens and responsibilities. We have obligations. There's so many reasons not to stop. It's also really stop just getting information from social media. So we're going to explore stopping today and how stopping is actually really helpful, crucial even, to finding clarity and flow, emotional regulation, taking care of yourself. So you've been moving around side to side. How are your hips feeling? Now, whether your hands are back or you want to put them on your knees, pause. Try not to move. When you try not to move, sometimes it's helpful to not breathe for a moment. You start breathing again, but try not to move. So you're going to move. Obviously, your belly's breathing. Your belly's moving when you breathe, but otherwise don't move. And we're going to do some movement today. We're going to keep emphasizing the stopping. And every time we move, I want to think about it as if it's modeling and representing things you need to do today, and then you get to pause. Then you get to do some things, and then you get to pause. So lay on your back with your arms out to the side, just comfortable, palms down or up. I'm going to start palms down and then switch. Then crisscross your shins. Your knees will stay in place, and then switch that position. If you do a little windshield wiper, now you can bring your knees a little closer to you if your back is a little uncomfortable. So adjust this, but you want some small, repetitive, rhythmic movements. Close your eyes if you want. Get into a flow, a rhythm, something you can keep doing for another 30 or 60 seconds or longer. And then feet down and stop. Take a breath in and out. The next breath, make it longer, slower. And say to yourself, stop. Scan for tension through your spine. And with this next breath, say to yourself, stop, and relax your back. Good. Now press your feet down to the ground. You're not even going to lift your hips, but it's enough that you can engage your hamstrings, your glutes. Your core is going to engage. Keep pressing. Then get all the toes to gently press your heels, the front of your feet. Keep pressing down as if you could keep lifting your hips a millimeter by millimeter. Breathe. And then let it go. Drop back down, back to stopping. Think stop. Stop everything. Next, lift your feet off the ground again. Cross one leg entirely over the other. Then uncross and recross the other way. Palms down or back of the hands down for some energy, some light tension in your back and your shoulders. Cross the legs. Cross the legs. Find a rhythm. Smooth out your breath. Now, what's an activity, a thing you need to do, an obligation, a responsibility that is important, that works for you, that absolutely needs some attention today or this week? something you don't really want to stop or shouldn't not do. You know what I mean? Then with the legs, put them down again. Say to yourself, stop everything and breathe. Cross your right ankle over your left knee. Get a little bit of a twist. Now, it doesn't need to be a big twist. It can be a very small twist, but enough that you feel the rotation traveling up your back, into your shoulders. Your opposite shoulders will start coming off the ground. Breathe. This should be a working position. Now, you're holding some tensions, but say to yourself, stop everything. And this way, you start to get a feel for having a sense of stability and effort, focus, and concentration without collapsing or quitting. And yet, you can feel inside a sense of pause. Have you noticed that the position keeps moving, right? You've got a little bit of tension, so you're probably moving further into the stretch, which is something that'll happen naturally as opposed to trying. Switch the legs. Left ankle on the right knee. Take it into some rotation. Don't go any further than your opposite shoulder coming off the ground. Keep that close to the ground. Find a nice tension spot and breathe. Say to yourself, stop everything. Next, bring your feet together, knees apart. Now, by this point, you've been saying to yourself, stop everything a few times. Interlace your hands over your head. So what I'm curious about for you now is, what's the kickback? What's inside yourself saying, I can't, I shouldn't stop everything. It's not right for me to stop everything. It would be terrible if I stopped everything. What are you saying to yourself, or what sensations are happening that are a little bit antagonistic to this general theme? Interlace your hands. Inhale up and over towards the ground. Pause at some place just above the ground and just hang out there. Make your feet alive and active, meaning put some pressure, foot to foot. Engage your toes in some way. No wrong way, just engage. Breathe. Now, if your hands are just off the ground, you've got tension in your lats. Squeeze the fingers together. Try to pull your hands apart just a little bit. Intention's more important than amount of force. Breathe fully all the way in and out. Say to yourself, stop everything. Now, not as a command, but find a way to do it that doesn't create kickback inside yourself. For me, it's something like stopping everything. But it could be, I have permission to stop everything. It feels really nice to stop everything. Not as an imposition, but more as a spoken or emergent truth. From here, release your hands from each other. Bring your elbows side to side like you're doing a little bit of an angel. You're going to do an angel movement on the ground. Take your right knee, bring it up, and how far can you go to reach your left knee? Comfortable tension, pause, hold that. Breathe as big as you can and pause. As you're holding your breath in, say to yourself, what if What if I stopped everything? Exhale as you bring your knees back down. Inhale, left knee comes up. Find the spot. Full body rotation. How's it feel on this side? Breathe in, pause. What if I stopped everything? Exhale, come back down. Now, roll to one side. Come on up to sitting where you started. And we'll finish where you started, which is moving side to side just a little bit. But this time, hopefully, a little more present in your body. A little more balance between I don't have to, but I can. And that's a good place. Whether you're dealing with grief or joy or excitement or projects or deadlines, or you don't have anything to do right now. I don't have to, but I can. Is a nice place to have agency and clarity and find some new flow. Let me know in the comments what you discover and what you'd like some more of.